Okay, so I've already started a new document and named it IED 5.2 number 9 geometric constructions with your name. This one will probably be a little bit longer and might even require a couple videos, but let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start a new sketch. On the front plane, I'm going to hit the N button to normalize our view, and we're going to be looking at these buttons right here, or at least these. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is just take a couple lines, kind of like that, and I want to make them coincident, meaning they share the same point. Now you'll notice that the slope of the lines do not change, and you can put more than two lines ending on the same point, or I guess I should say technically line segments. So that kind of looks like a person, right? Okay, so here is another tool, tangent. I can make this line tangent to that circle, meaning it touches it once and only once. Now if I do that over here as well, I kind of have a little dude. So anyways, that's two tools out of the way. All right, so let's make another one. So sometimes if you have multiple circles that need different dimensions, let's make this one 1.5. Click 1.5, enter. Another one, click 0.5, enter. And lastly, I'm going to make one that is 2. But you want them all in the same place. Sometimes it's just easier to dimension them separately than put them together. So this is the concentric. That means that circles are different sizes, but they share the same center. So click, click. And what you're going to notice is that whichever one you click second is the one that moves to. All right, I lied. Okay, now if I hit escape, I can take this and move that wherever I want. And those are all still dimensioned, so that's really cool. All right. Now, I can put some lines down here. Let's put a couple lines down here. Let's put another one there. And let's draw just a box underneath it. Cool. Now, that's kind of ugly. What this does is it tells these lines to be parallel to whichever one you click. So I'm going to put one parallel to each side. Now I can take this guy, wherever I move him, he will stay parallel. Okay. So these lines are now parallel, and you can actually see that when you hover over it, it shows you the constraints. Just like here, if you hover over these guys, it shows you the constraints. Over here, shows you the constraints. And here, right there, that highlighted one shows you the constraints again. So anytime I can test you on this, you don't have to, or it doesn't matter if your drawing looks like this. If I come over your computer and you don't see those little symbols when I hover over things, it doesn't count. All right, so let's try something new. Let's go ahead and actually let's start off by making a box and click. Let's make it 4 by half. All right, then I'll make a circle, and I'm going to make it 2. Then move this to the center so it's a little easier to see. I'll make another circle, circle, that is 1.5. And then another one is 1.0. Check. All right. Got to add a couple more constraints on here. So I want to find the midpoint of this line, which is right there. But I want to put a point there. So, and well, this is not working exactly the way I want. All right. So let's do it this way. There you go. So now I think, let's try this. So what's happening here? Okay, so it's letting me move this. Now, can I force this to be over the midpoint? And I can. Oh, it doesn't like that. It turned red. Let's undo that. Let's put it back in there. Okay. Anyways, so I'm going to use the tangent function again to make these circles touch in one and only one place. Check. Now I can force them to be vertical, so perfectly vertical to each other. And now, because they're constrained, I cannot pull one to the side of the other. Awesome. Kind of looks like Frosty the Snowman. Let's take another line, put that there. Escape line. And let's make this tangent the snowman's head. Let's come back and draw a hat. Okay. Escape line. So I'm going to do a couple things to make this hat better. I want to make this line parallel to that one. And I want to make this one 90 degrees to that one. And this one 90 degrees to that one. There you go. We have a hat. That will probably be good enough for our first video. We'll come back